Hello, Yawning Angel here with another video. This one's a little bit different and a little bit more informal because this is a channel update video. Yes, I was hoping to bring you a new AMOS video, but I'm struggling with some of the technicalities of the thing that I want to show in that video. So I thought I'd just park that to one side and just put this video out by way of an update. Just want to talk about some Amiga things that I've been doing over the last few weeks and months. This is the kind of video, I guess, that would appear on a second channel, and I don't have a second channel yet. Watch this space, maybe one day, who knows. But this is just by way of sharing some information with you, telling you about some things going on in my Amiga life at the moment, and also over the past few weeks and months. So you can probably see behind me, there's some of the things that I want to talk about in this video, and we will get to them in a moment. But essentially I want to talk about events, joysticks, games, and there was one more thing. Yeah, AMOS projects that I'm working on. So let's get a cup of tea and start talking about those things. Right, so I'm back with a cup of tea in my favourite skull mug. First cup of tea of the day. That's good. Right, so at the tail end of June, I managed to make it up to the Amiga Expo Kickstart 02 up in Nottingham. It was an absolutely fantastic day, and I was only there for the Saturday. Sadly, I couldn't stay over and go to the after party, but the event was fantastic. I was up there with the Big Red Arrow Club, so the group of fellow retro computing YouTubers and enthusiasts. It was great to see so many familiar faces and great to meet so many new people as well, and met some amazing people from within the Amiga scene. I did kind of make it my goal through the day to get as many selfies with Amiga Illuminati as I could. It was great to meet so many of you guys and girls. It was fantastic. A lot of pictures coming up to follow on from this this little intro here. But just so you can see the kind of people that I did meet, it was fantastic. So many prominent people and so many wonderful people. So everybody was so friendly. It was great to chat to so many of you. Besides some of the selfies that I got, I did manage to get some video footage as well, and I want to share that with you now. So next year I will definitely be going back again. It was just a great event, and next year I will be a little bit more prepared. And I have since sourced an additional monitor for the Back in Black Amiga, so I'll be a little bit more prepared, and maybe I might be able to show some AMOS stuff off while I'm up there. But to everyone who I met there, everyone who I met for the first time, it was great to meet you. Everybody, thank you ever so much. Especially shout out to Ravi and obviously his team for making the event so special and so wonderful. Thanks everyone, it was great. Joysticks. Let's talk about joysticks, or rather one joystick in particular, and that is the amazing Immortal Joystick. So Andrew from Immortal Joysticks did a Kickstarter last year to start producing these in bulk, as it were, and I backed the Kickstarter, as did many of you out there who no doubt watching this, and Andrew's now shipping the sticks as we speak. I think he's probably might be close to the end, who knows. But I picked my joystick up from him at Kickstart. And this was the colour scheme that I went for. I went for the orange buttons with the black base, and just because it matches the decor of my retro space. But the build quality on this thing is amazing. Now, I just want to stress here, I'm not being paid by Andrew to say anything nice about his joysticks, but seriously, this is a nice piece of kit. Really beautifully machined. It's nice to hold. It's not too heavy, but it feels substantial. Buttons are responsive. The joystick itself, literally, the joystick itself is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And just look at the quality. Things like this cable. I mean, this is what I would class as a professional joystick. I've got other joysticks that do a great job, but this is top of the tree stuff as far as I'm concerned. Brilliantly designed. Some people have questioned placement of the buttons, and I did initially, but you know what? I think they're in the right place, so I'm quite happy with them. We've got on the back a map button, which is for jump to fire, or fire and jump. It's for some games that support that functionality. Not 100% clear on that because I didn't read the instructions. Sorry. But the auto fire is absolutely fantastic. I want to show you the auto fire in action in a particular game in a moment, and a bit of footage coming up. But what can I say? Andrew from Immortal Joysticks, you've done an absolutely brilliant job. These joysticks are fantastic, and once things have settled down, I will be ordering another one because I think they are brilliant. This one is fantastic. I have hammered this joystick on the games that I used to play back in the day, which I would class as joystick killers, the likes of Speedball 2, and I've got some footage of that coming up to show you. But this joystick held up really well through a league game of Speedball 2, and I managed to get Brutal Deluxe to the top of the league pretty much in no time at all, and I put it down to this joystick because it could really deal with the hammering that I was giving it. So, a bit of game footage coming up just to show you how this thing performs. Right then, here we are in with a bit of Speedball 2. Let's load a game. One player game, let's go back to the league, load game, and let's see what we can do here. Right, come on Raw Messiahs, you're going down. Okay, are we ready? Back of the net, and that's how easy it is. Back of the net again. Let's joystick is so good. Come on. No. And we scored again. And again. Check this out, Xenon 2 everybody. It's the nation's favourite shooter. A game that, oh, let me just adjust my chair. The game that continues to divide opinion amongst the Amiga shoot 'em up elite. I love it though. I can't get enough of this game. Yeah, I know it's flawed. I know it's got issues, but it had issues back in the day and we loved it then. And if you didn't love it, fair play to you. It's not a problem. Right. So what I want to show you is basically the auto fire on here. So let's dive into a game. So let's get some power-ups first of all. What I want is the... I want that. I think that's the... No, that's another speed power-up. I need the other gun. And once I've got the other gun, I can show you much awesomeness. Here we go. Right, we ready? Watch this auto fire go on. Switching on auto fire. Try not to die. Hold down the fire button. Look at that. It's just a stream of death. Let go of the fire button. No fire. Hold it down. And here we go. Just going to carve our way through this level. Is it cheating? No. It's auto fire. It's built in to the joystick. We can use it. I don't see a problem with it. It's just like hosing down the enemies. Yeah, I know the collision detection's a bit shonky, but let's just live with it, shall we? This one bit I don't like. The autofire doesn't help you out here with these worms. And you've got to be careful. I think there's stuff coming in from the side here. Oh, let's just go for it. Oh, I don't like those worms. Yeah, we died. Worms are always going to get you. There you go, you can take that quote away. The worms are always going to get you. Let's try and get past this bit. Bang, have it. I will say though, the Immortal Joystick definitely making Xenon 2 a lot easier. A lot more tolerable. A lot more enjoyable. Immortal Joysticks, bringing joy to games you thought you hated. Look at it, it's just a constant stream of death. Into the shop. Come on, Colin, what have you got for me? I don't think I picked up much. I don't think I picked up much, did I? What can I get? Let's have... what's this? Auto fire. I don't want auto fire, I've already got auto fire. Let's just grab some health. There isn't room for that on your ship. Okay, what else have we got? Speed up. Advice, no. Not bothering. Not bothering Colin with your wares. They're not good enough for my gaming needs. Bang, straight back in. Auto fire's on. Xenon 2 and its hose of death. That's very well placed, that smart bomb. And yeah, you know, you don't get all the monsters, all the spaceships, or the enemies, but you know, you make a good account of yourself. I'm going to die again in a minute because I keep getting attacked from the rear. And nobody likes to be attacked from the rear. Let's dive up here. And this autofire actually makes the rear cannon a bit more effective. No! I'm very low on health. Oh, that's well timed, that heart. I think somewhere up here I get another gun, do I? Stop dancing. I don't like this bit. This bit with these channels. Yeah, you just got to time it. Try not to get hit like that and die. Did not mean to do that. Pop the old joystick down just to rest my hand. So what I'm effectively doing is just holding down the fire button. Oh, concentrate. What we've got here. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. There we go. You've still got to watch out for the enemy shots coming in. Look at my health is right down, so I don't know whether I can actually be effective against the end of level boss. I should be able to. Just got to watch out for those spikes. There we go. And we're done. Level 1 cleared of Xenon 2, thanks to the Immortal Joystick, making life a little bit sweeter. What can I buy? Oh, should we buy some? Oh man, look at that, I can get the double shot. So, I want to talk about Roguecraft, and unless you have been living under a rock or a cave for the past year or so, maybe a little bit longer, you must have heard of Roguecraft from Badger Punch Games, the roguelike game which has been in development now for some time, and I would like to say that I have been humbled and honoured to be part of the beta testers for this game. It's been an absolute privilege to see this game develop and evolve and become the game which is up for pre-order now. Maybe by the time this video comes out, I think we've probably got a couple of weeks left on the pre-orders. There'll be a link in the video description down below, but I'm sure everyone who knows about this game has pre-ordered it already. Just want to give a big shout out and thank you to Ricky and Henning from Badger Punch who asked me to be part of the beta tester group. I was on that with a great bunch of people as well, and it was humbling to be part of that. This game is absolutely awesome. I love this. This ticks all my boxes for an Amiga game. It looks great, it sounds great, and it plays great. Your 3 character classes in here. You've got your heroes, your warrior type, you've got your rogue, and you've got your wizard. And those are your 3 levels of difficulty within the game. So the hero is the easiest level, the easiest mode to play it through on. Then your rogue, a little bit more difficult, and then the wizard is the most difficult out of all of them. The monsters in here are brilliant. They really give you a challenge. All of the rooms are procedurally generated as you go in, so you can't just have a map and work your way through. Every game is different as you come into it. The spells and potions, the mechanics that Ricky and the guys have come up with for that is just amazing. It's a brilliant game. Every time it's different, and you really got to think about what you're doing. I love the game difficulty mechanics in as much as you can become complacent through the game because you think, oh, this is quite easy, yeah, I'm doing all right here. Then all of a sudden a monster will one-shot kill you and it's game over and you need to start again. Absolutely brilliant, absolutely love it. So to Ricky and Henning, a big thank you for asking me to be involved in this. I've loved every moment of it, and I really hope this game does well for you guys. I'm sure it will. I'm looking on the social media channels, so many people are waiting for this game to come out. It's going to be massively huge, massively huge. That's good English, isn't it? So got some game footage coming up. So let me take you through a quick tour of Roguecraft on the Amiga. Right, let's dive in, take a quick look at the credits and see the amazing people who have been involved with this project. Obviously Thalamus publishing this again, Ricky there and Henning, the core team behind it, music, Jogia, if I pronounced it right, brilliant music in this game. Hoffman has given some sound effects over to this as well. Beta testers, there we go, look at that, I'm in the list, happy days, thank you guys for putting my name in there. Right, let's get going then. So we'll dive into the game. So we get to choose our 3 character types. So you start off with your warrior, who's your hero, he's easy. You've got your rogue there, a little bit more difficult, and of course your wizard. So let's just quickly dive in. So let's have a bit of sound there. Right, so we've got life you can pick up there, extra health. We're about to be attacked by a chicken. You don't have to press fire to attack anything. You can literally just walk up to it and your character will automatically attack. You've got chests to pick up. If you notice in the top right hand corner, we've got a little mini map that appears and builds up as you work your way through the game. So let's get some attacking done here. Yes. So a little bit more volume. The sound effects and the audio in this game are brilliant. They really add to the atmosphere, and the graphics are just gorgeous. There's traps on the floor as well to watch out for. Sometimes you've got to think about the timing of how you step over things, which is very, very clever. Ultimately, what we're doing on each level, we're trying to find a key, and then we need to find the exit that will take us to the next level. As I said, all these rooms here are procedurally generated. So don't try and bother mapping anything, it won't work. Oh, taking a hit there, let's go and grab that health. Brilliant, I'm not going to bother with that chest. You can't fall down holes like this, thankfully. And as you attack and kill monsters, you then get power-ups eventually. So that's boosted my strength. And you will need to kill monsters in order to get the power-ups, because you are going to need to increase your health and your strength as you work your way through this game. So this is an exit to the next level. I can't do anything now with it because I don't have the key. But we'll continue our quest and try and find the key for this level. Right, here we are. I've found the key. Pentagrams on the floor sadly don't do anything. But anyway, I've got the key now. That goes into my inventory. Green potions are always health. So just for the sake of quickness, I'm not going to explore every room in this part of the dungeon. I'm just going to go straight to the exit. And with the key, you just walk up to it and you make your way now to level 2. Straight away there's a chicken there to be attacked ruthlessly because they take no quarter and they deserve to be quartered themselves. Already found the exit, but I still need to find the key. And there's some much needed health there, which I'll take. I could use a health potion, but if you can find the hearts and use them, they'll save your potions. Right, let's continue. I'm back now with playing on the most difficult setting. So this is using the wizard. So you probably notice lack of health, very limited strength, but the wizard does have ranged attacks from their staff. You can engage in hand-to-hand combat, but I've already lost 1 health there already. So ranged attacks for the win with this character. Try not to engage in hand-to-hand unless you really have to. So learn your monsters as well. Different monsters take different numbers of hits depending on your strength. So if at this early level you really do need to be working on those ranged attacks and not engaging these guys in hand to hand. So you probably noticed there that little Cthulhu creature has stood on some flames and did actually take damage from that as it stepped onto them. I can now stand here and at range just pummel this guy. Yeah, have it, you tentacled assassin. So we've got a potion coming up here. Blue potions and red potions always do different things within the game. They change each time you play it. So you need to find a space where you can use the potion. To use the potion, really, to get into your inventory, press and hold the fire button, and then you just toggle across. It gives you a description here. This is a runny potion. Let's see what happens when I activate it. All the monsters turn into chickens. That's brilliant. And there you go. Look at that. And I've got the key here already. That is fantastic. Right now I just need to find the exit. Assuming I can make it. I've only got 1 health. Oh, there's some health there. Let's deal with the chicken. Brilliant stuff. Let's try find that exit. So while we're talking about games, our conversation will not be complete unless we discussed Cecconoid for the Amiga, obviously brought to us by Thalamus Games, and the legend, which is Hoffman. Once again, not being sponsored to say anything, but this game, if you know about it, you know about it. Absolutely brilliant. This is the boxed copy of the game, which came with a number of goodies inside it. I didn't go for the top tier box. I think I went for the one below it because reasons and stuff. But you know, this contains obviously the game instructions. We've got the CD32 version on disc. We've got the audio soundtrack on disc, instruction manuals, stickers, postcards, all the goodies, and the game on floppy disk as well, which is amazing. Of course, there's a digital download, WHD load version, which is running on the Back in Black Amiga behind me. I have to say, love this game to bits. And this is just goes to show you that here we are in 2024, and the caliber of what I would deem AAA titles coming out for the Amiga is phenomenal. This runs incredibly well. It's a really addictive game, a great puzzler, twin stick shooter basically, and I cannot fault it at all. Sadly, I've not had as much time to play it as I would like. I hope to rectify that over the coming weeks, but see my comment earlier about AMOS projects and some challenges I've got there, but I will get round to it. There's a lot of stuff I need to unlock in this game, but every time I dive into it, it just makes me smile and really makes me think, and I just love the simplicity of it, but also the complexity at the same time. Hoffman, this is a brilliant game. You did a great job, and here's some game footage coming up now. Okay, in with Cecconoid then. So I've got twin sticks, that one, and I've got my joystick here. So let's start the game and dive on in. So we are using joystick on the left for movement and right joystick for fire. A little bit slow to start off until we start getting some meaty power-ups. Come on. I'm just going to dive through here. Now what we want to do is come up here, dive in here and go up. And we can now extra power-ups. There we go. Dive in here. This level with the little droid flying around you is so much easier. If you do it without this, you're in for a bit of a challenge on this level. Being a bit crap because I'm trying to talk and play the game at the same time. Yeah, let's go. Fantastic. Oh, run in here. Time for a bit of strategy here. Take this gun out. Ah, no, sorry. Oh no, I died. No, quickly get the power-ups. If you die, if you're lucky, you can come back in and get the power-ups. And die again. And finally, AMOS projects. Yes, I am working on some AMOS projects at the moment, like this one running behind me with a bit of an Akira theme to it. Got some great ideas, some great things coming up. It's just finding the time to get to them, which I will do, but just experimenting with some things. Pretty much everything I've covered in my videos I'm pulling together into a final product. Who knows? But there's still lots of AMOS things to come on my channel, so subscribe if you don't want to miss those. Also, don't forget, I'm still doing the AMOS tutorials in Amiga Addicts magazine. So this is issue 30. Issue 31 is shipping as I film this video. So obviously I've got the tutorials in there. So thanks once again to the Amiga Addict team for allowing me to have that space to spread the word of AMOS amongst the community. Been getting some great feedback from these as well. And it's really, once again, humbling to be able to do this and to provide this information out there and help people with their programming in this day and age, 2024. People still coding in AMOS, who would have thought? Anyway, I can show you a little bit more of the footage of some of the projects that I've got coming up and I'm working on, and I can do that right now. Right, AMOS projects then, just very briefly, what I've got here is a little bit of a concept really as to what I want to do with some sort of Akira type games. So this is just very simply, I've got a top-down view of the Kanada's bike here. Using the joystick I can go left and right, I can pull back on the joystick to stop, or I can push forward on the joystick to advance. I've got this kind of scrolling effect going on here. I'm just using screen copy command and moving some stuff around. I've got some zones set up so the bike it is limited in its movement to inside these moving walls. Obviously got dual playfield thing going on here because I've got the Akira logo over the top. Not sure where I want to take this. Might have some sort of shooting element involved, maybe picking up items. If you've got any ideas, anything you'd like to see in this, do give me a shout in the comments down below and let me know what your thoughts are. Right, that is that. Okay, so working on a bit of a shooter. I've been set a challenge by one of my subscribers to make this shooter a little bit more enjoyable. You get some upgrades to the ship, enabling auto fire, maybe some smart bombs or something. So what I've got at the moment, I've got this screen set up, and if I press a key, you notice that the screen is now scrolling. Just turn the sound up. I've got background music playing. Obviously I can move the ship around, I can push forward to speed it up, pull back on the joystick to stop it. The screen scrolls though. Still got a few problems with this. This will probably be the subject of my next AMOS video, which will be about audio, to have background music playing but with sound effects over the top. So if I press fire, so I can press fire on the ship and you can see bullets leaving the ship, but if you listen carefully, it's not quite right, and that's because this is a tracker module playing in the background, and if you then use any sound effects over the top of that, it stops playing the tracker module to open up the sound channels to enable the sound effect to play, and I want to get them both working together. So we're getting there. Also, if I press space, you'll notice there's an issue with the colours on here. I haven't quite got the colour palette sorted out, but this is all work in progress, and this will be the subject of a future AMOS Pro video. So subscribe and stay tuned for that. Huzzah! And that is it for this update video. Thank you ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you don't mind the rather informal, haphazard format of this, but I kind of enjoyed putting this together. And it's nice to finally be able to tell everyone the kind of things that I've been doing and have been involved with. If you want to see some more AMOS videos, subscribe to this channel, because the next video after this will be back on the AMOS trail and hopefully looking at some more audio functionality that we can put into some games as soon as I've solved one little problem that I'm having, but I will get there, don't worry. And that's really it for me for now. So thanks once again, look after yourselves, and whatever you do, keep it retro.